Okay, I am back. I think. Yes. I won't play the rest of the song. No, 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 no. Yo, hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Snake rastaya, snake rastala, rastaya, snake rastaya, pa, snake rastaya, na, lechako, no, no. No. Still no sound for me. Maybe I really did mess something up, but I don't know what it could be. Then no idea. Yeah, I can hear myself here. Does the tab have this sound? Like this sound here. Oh, I fixed it, not the intended way. Oh. Okay. I'm glad. Hello, hello. Are you back? TY, TY. TU, TU. Maybe. Maybe for you it's TU, TU. But I just opened the stream second time in private window and it worked. No idea. Okay. I was just gonna say, I was gonna ask Teu if he understands the song. Like, I guess he, like, as the meaning of the song, not what the lyrics say, right? I can translate this. It says something like, snow is falling in my shoulders, something about going to the red thing, right? But I guess, like, is there any, yeah, this kind of, I'm so hot that I'm powering the economy back. I'm not sure what it means. That's what I was wondering. Peter Gorod Criminala. Pionerka. Pod Krasnojo. Zvezdoi. Okay. Yeah, Perestroika. The album is called Perestroika. Okay, I'm waiting out of courtesy to see if he shows up again. And if not, I will continue reading the blog. On the note of music, I did like the Broken Flower song you played the other day and started listening to Willow, Symptoms of Life. Not really related. Let's see. I'm afraid to play it now. Willow, Symptom of Life. I like Willow. She had a really famous song. I forgot which one. I'm more afraid of playing this one than the other one, actually. Because this one is properly copyrighted, I guess. But yeah, I will check it out yesterday. New one, I guess. Hello. Sim Privet. Bueno, Privet Tutu. TU. Eta D. No, ¿cómo se dice? Let's see. Control T. Translate. Is it you? Etoti.
Это ты.
Это ты. Well, I almost got it. Это ты. Это ты.
Это ты.
No, I fixed my issue. It was me who misclicked mute in the top tab on Firefox, so it was my bad, I think. Okay, that makes sense. No, 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 no. Okay, now I am going to do the other thing. Continue reading. Let's continue. Okay. Discipline and demons. Are my links not showing up? No. Actually, can you join this? Join this Discord. Do you have Discord? If you have Discord, join this. Invite people. Copy. And paste the links there. Morgenstern. Okay, that works as well. Oh, I played it. I played it already. Блядь.
Ой, давай, а то кишки выпущу.
Один черный русский мальчик заработал капитальчик и пустил капусту в оборот. И купил стаканчик, раздувается карманчик, смело
Key clip.
недовольно дяди боссы курят жадно папиросы, думают, как нас закрышевать, а приглашают на допросы мусора.
Yeah, I think I've seen this.
Век вам наших бабок не видать, а мы все дальше живем, курим и пьем, девок балуем.
See, when this guy talks Russian, you can understand when they get scared of you. No, that was not you. It was me. Yeah, it was me. Not sure what I did. I think, I don't know, my computer randomly disconnects the internet when I do shit, and I guess opening Spotify this time was the thing. TU, Kack, no, sprechen Sie Deutsch. Type this, they will be about your friend. What does German language sound like? Okay, this is the clip. I feel like a famous streamer now, playing clips from chat.
Avion.
Aeroplane.
Aero.
Avion.
Flugzeug.
Surprise.
Surprise.
Sorpresa.
Lol.
Sorpresa.
Überraschung.
Yeah, the butterfly one is always the one that they use.
Farfalla.
Mariposa.
Schmetterling.
He's not that good at Spanish, by the way. Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Okay, back to the reading. Now that I am here, I don't want to risk it anymore. Hello, willkommen. How do you say bienvenido en ruso? Welcome. Dobro пожаловать.
Добро пожаловать.
Добро пожаловать. Too complex. Isn't there a simpler one? Приветствовать. Приветствовать.
Приветствовать.
Приветствовать.
Приветствовать.
Okay, this is a verb. You sound like a baby at 5-year-old, I guess. In Japanese as well. But in English, I sound acceptable. So let's go back to English. Okay. For us mere mortals, okay, discipline and demons. For us mere mortals, there will be. I prefer Gilbert's model to Woody Allen's more cryptic line. 90% of success is just showing up, because it clarifies the link between show-up discipline and actual outcomes. Elizabeth Gilbert made this point neatly by conceptualizing the actual performance level as the effect of whether or not a creative daemon visits you on that particular day. Interesting. For us mere mortals, there will always be a gap between peak performance and trough performance, so it's easy to fall into the trap of only focusing on one on the other. Those who focus only on the peak get addicted to the highs that the peaks bring. They abandon discipline and only attempt performance episodes when they feel the flow coming on. Unfortunately, without discipline and regular showing up, these events become increasingly rare. Gilbert's daemon is not predictable, but it expects you to be. It expects you to be, actually. Those who focus only on showing up, gritting their teeth and pushing through, fail in a different way. They are so exhausted by the trough days that on days when things seem a little easier, a sign that the daemon is on its way, they cannot let go and hit a new peak. Instead, they either lose the flow through too much control or worse, treat the relative ease of flow state as an opportunity to relax, a break from the unending series of trough episodes. In other words, they either strangle or ignore the daemon, leading to the same result. The daemon visits get increasingly rare. I prefer to play it by the ear. If it seems like the daemon is present, I relinquish control and let it take me to whatever peak it can that day. If the daemon appears to be absent, I view it as a training exercise in grit and resilience. This isn't a deterministic decision. Sometimes I make type 1 errors, trying to relinquish control when there is no daemon around. Other days I make type 2 errors, misreading the signs of a daemon on its way and doing the grit thing instead. But if I start speaking Spanish, I will sound even funnier. Lol. Learning. When you manage to hit this mindset, both peaks and troughs start to rise. That's at the heart of it. Of course, there is more going on. You become more mindful in the activity. There is deliberate practice going on, increasing both conscious and unconscious skill levels. You are becoming aware of dimensions of the activity you were not aware of before. In short, you are learning. But at the heart of this is simply this management of the tempo of performance evolution through its peaks and troughs. That is a pretty difficult metacognition skill to acquire. In fact, it is as hard as another activity it resembles, managing the growth rate and income inequality in an economy. This connection should not surprise you. Both growing a country's wealth and learning a skill are creative destruction processes. Societies start to crumble if income inequality, the Gini coefficient, increases too much. But on the other hand, artificially forcing gaps to zero, idealized communism, kills growth. Good governance is about letting the daemon, capitalism, take control sometimes, and keeping things going via regulation at other times, and knowing when to invoke which governance behavior. There is something like an economy of performance in your life. Every day, you are a different person. Sometimes you are wealthy with flow. Others, you are impoverished. Many people are good at managing episodic tempo on either end of the spectrum. They might be good at peak performance or trough performance, or even both, but are bad at choosing the right tempo management behavior at the right time, and switching frictionlessly. It's a mental trick, being able to swap out a peak game mind for a trough game mind very quickly. There is a tempting alternative of looking at this dynamic, which I found in John Eliot's interesting but deeply flawed book, Overachievement. Here, you distinguish between training and performance mindsets and different external behaviors. One is practice with critical review. The other is flow, performance with no metacognition. I have concluded that it is a fatally flawed framing. Eliot considers professional sports and professions like neurosurgery. While there definitely is a practice-performance distinction, I have found personally that in most domains you cannot separate things out that way. You are learning and performing all the time. You're just learning different things. The peak-trough distinction makes it is more intrinsic and robust. My beloved German, are you still here? That's what I mean. I'm not into typing like that, so I'd like you to stop. Yeah, seems like he doesn't like the thing, the compliments, the strange compliments. I guess regular questions or whatever are normal, but when it starts to get strange, it does feel strange. I don't mind it myself, but if he doesn't like it, like I don't mind it done to me, I do mind it done to him. Traditional learning curves. Traditional learning curves are typically smooth and S-shaped. They are smooth because they typically track only peak or trough performance. They plateau for a different reason. They use the same performance metric for all levels of performance. This may work at the Olympics, but is deeply misguided in most real-world domains. Performance quality is something you measure differently as skill levels increase. In cricket, for example, fast bowlers value raw pace early in their careers, controlled swing later in their careers, and guile and variation in their mature phase. No idea what cricket is, sorry. If you measure a bowler purely based on raw pace throughout his career, you'll naturally get a plateau, but you're not aware of the new levels of game he has opened up for himself. In a way, he has abandoned diminishing marginal returns in one front for higher returns in another. But that's only a rough external view of what's happening. Performance is not something you measure in terms of effects and external reference points, but in terms of the quality of your unconscious, internalized understanding of what you are doing. Unconscious competence. Okay. That's only a rough external view of what's happening. What is a rough external view of what's happening? The plateau. Performance is not something you measure in terms of effects and external reference points, but in terms of quality of your unconscious, internalized understanding of what you are doing. Unconscious competence. This is interesting, right? It reminds me of playing music and all that. If you know what you are playing, right? If you know what you are playing, aka conscious competence, and you play it well, aka conscious competence, that is a kind of performance. But unconscious competence, right? Not even knowing that you are playing very good, but playing very good, that kind of is internalized. That is, I guess, mastery or performance or whatever, right? Growth involves internalizing the natural essence of what you are doing, rather than viewing it in instrumental ways as a means to an end. You become a better runner as opposed to having a better 100 meters per time. Interesting perspective, right? This, I guess, is also more... In music, for example, it is a good thing, a good field where this applies, I would say, right? In music, the performance, there isn't even a 100-meter time measurement to distract you from what performance is, right? Instrumentality must be considered here. Sure, in cricket, bowling is merely a means to an end, getting the batsmen out, preventing them from making runs and winning the game. But there is also an internal essence of the art of bowling. Good bowlers try to achieve the goals of bowling as an instrumental behavior. Great bowlers start to manifest the essence of bowling. I like this perspective, right? This kind of whatever. But I really like you. I love. Sure, but you just playing the sound and sure, but just playing and hoping the sound that comes out is good is not really learning IMO. That's like it's like saying the saying practice makes perfect. It's good practice that really helps, but repeating mistakes doesn't. Yeah, I think I'm not like. Yeah, I think that's correct, but that's like more granular, right? That is it's even more granular than this, right? This is kind of an abstracted view of, I guess, the mindset or something like that, right? Of the stages of learning in general, right? Not of the granular way of learning. In the granular way, yeah, repeating mistakes is not good. Good practice is good practice, and repeating mistakes is not helping. Closer to my life, far from the demands of high-end professional sports, there is exercise as a means to lose weight and better looks, and exercise as a lifelong journey to manifest the essence of your body and understanding what healthy really means. There is writing as a means to books and income, and there is writing as a lifelong journey to become a flow of words. Interesting, right? I think the analogy in music is like there is playing music as a means to interpret a particular piece or whatever, right? As a means to songs, and you could say, I don't know, yeah, musical success or whatever, and there is music as kind of a lifelong journey of sounding, of channeling sound or something. It's like if you become the sound, you can play everything, right? That is the thing, I guess. You can make mistakes, but you need to learn from them and not repeat them, is what I meant. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Well, learn from repeating them, I guess. I think I don't know what you mean. What you meant. Good. Competition. There is one valid critique of such definitions of learning and performance. What about competitive situation? Do mindful bowlers get more wickets, yield fewer runs, win more games? Do mindful batsmen make more runs, win more games? Cricket fans agonize endlessly about such questions. Often a statistically minded fan will attempt a gotcha argument. You think player X is great, but if you look at the win-loss record, you'll notice that he scored most of his centuries in games we had won anyway. It's player Y who actually delivers to win games. At the level of growing the game, you can partially resolve such questions by simply applying the peak trough performance, learning curves to the team as a whole. You could view great bowlers as innovators and pioneers, and good ones as execution types. Good bowlers win games. Great bowlers advance the game, even if they don't win as often, though they often do both. But in a way, that's beside the point. No human-invented game is a good representation of open performance environments with no artificial rules. What is an open performance environment? It's one where Darwin rules, where the only measure of success is survival, and there are no rules. Does mindful performance make you more likely to survive a little longer? I am not sure. It is one of those questions I am pondering for future editions of the book. There are tricky issues concerning entropy, knowledge, and the nature of risk that I haven't yet worked through. But I think it is what makes survival worthwhile. 10 years of mindful living is worth 20 years of half-dead living. Interesting thing. I want to watch the movie Batman vs Superman, although I'm not a big fan of superheroes. But they say the picture is gloomy. I don't know. I'm not sure if I've seen the new DC movies or whatever. I think since Dark Knight, that trilogy, I think I saw Harley Quinn, but I'm not sure. So if I'm not sure, I think I saw the Suicide Squad one, but I'm not sure. So if I'm not sure, that's not good, I guess, right? And Batman vs Superman, I guess I wasn't interested because I never liked Superman, right? Not that I don't like him, but I don't know. I was never like super interested. I didn't watch the. Was it called like the Steel Man or something like that? The Man of Steel or something. I think I haven't watched that movie either. So. But I have heard it is gloomy. Actually, you have reminded me to add this thing in the grid page. This movie, True Grit. Let me copy it out. Because I will forget it if not. No, control of movies. True Grit 2010. True Grit. Bro. $1 hour 50 minutes. 1 hour 50 min and I watched one good with Ben Affleck and he's pretty cool Batman, especially the fight in the warehouse. Ben Affleck, Batman. Justice League, Suicide Squad, Justice League, Batman vs Superman, Justice League Zack Snyder, The Flash. I guess Batman vs Superman is good then. If it's the best one. According to this random blog, it's the best one. Maybe it's a good movie to watch. It was the first also, so I guess. March 23rd. I watched the worst, I guess. August 3rd. So. How can you link here? Copiar enlace del texto destacado. Here. Bump. Bro. I have low disk space. Okay, I'm going to close the stream. Bye bye. Thank you for being here.
You're gonna have to take it over.
Ah, right. Commencing drone mode. Thermal imaging is showing me 24 hostiles on the 3rd floor. Why don't I drop you off on the 2nd?
Hope the movie doesn't, or well, not the movie. Whoever the fuck owns the rights to this clip doesn't take me down. Snyder Cut. I think I've seen this movie. Maybe not. Dumb. No, I think I haven't seen this one. I've seen a similar scene though. Not sure when. John Wick, maybe. I don't know. Dumb. Damn, he was big.
Drop it. I said drop it! I'll kill her! Believe me, I'll do it! I believe you.
Lol.
It's okay. I'm a friend of your son's.
I figured. The cape.
Oxy, are you saying dumb or dumb? Dumb. Dumb, yeah. And yeah, now Oxy, now it's Asia for real. Bye bye. Thank you for being here. See you probably tomorrow. Tomorrow I don't